locally. Yeah. Okay. So today let's focus further on what works Dr. Masaru Emoto has done, because he was really, really interested in water, not just as a chemical element H2O, but he saw it more than that. So he checked the works of the researchers before him and started the effect of water on music. And before that, what he used a certain kind of measurement technique. So using high-speed microscope photography, and he has frozen the water. When water freezes, it forms ice crystals, and after this is formed at a certain temperature, of course, so -510 degrees, and he froze half a liter of of water samples. Sorry, 0.5 ml water samples, and he did the photography using the microscope, and based on this, with he got into certain conclusions how the structure of each experiment is. So normally in the nature, when you see, first of all, the snowflake has a certain shape, but it's called a snowflake because every snowflake has a certain shape, and some are like this hexagon structure, some are even like hexagon with branches. So everything has a certain unique shape very beautifully. This is also explained through fractal geometry. That's a complete different, uh, complete deep and different arena. But it's sufficient to know that everything really is beautiful, looks like chaos, but in the chaos lies the great mathematics of nature. So this is represented by Fibonacci series and fractal geometry. You might have heard about it. So what Dr. Um, Masaru Emoto, what he did was he took spring water, and he took river water from Fuji, and he also took the sample of ice from Antarctica, and he just took the photography through the microscope, and you can see a very beautiful patterns developing here. And this water being in its most natural state without any human intervention. And he went further how water really behaves when you when you um yeah apply music. So basically music being that is most harmonious, most melodious music that is really comfortable to the human ear. So he took an example of symphony number 40 from the great musician Mozart, and he froze the water again, and again we see a beautiful pattern developing, always a certain great shape. And expressed applied the same water with a heavy metal, then the water went in a different shapes. So the water formed a in a different chaotic nature, and this is the photograph what we see on the right. And he further then went, okay, music depends on how melodious and how harmonious to the human ear, how does it affect. And he further went ahead with the emotions. So if you express your intention of happiness. Sorry, how it affects the water molecule and the emotion, courtesy, like respecting someone, and then Buddhist mantra, and even that we see a very, very beautiful pattern emerging on the water molecule. So every time water is recording the thoughts and emotions, regardless of the language, because I mean it's not just English language that is yeah, it's not like water is reading the English language, but rather the intention behind the each word is what is being recorded by water, because in the universe everything is frequency and by emitting a vibration. So everything is in a vibrating state. The more you go deeper and deeper into the physical matter, even as physical as a wooden bench, if you go deeper and deeper, you get to molecules, atoms, and further deeper subatomic particles, and further deeper you hit energy. So this energy is always is always emitting a certain frequency and it's vibrating. And water is the first element to always record everything that is happening. And going further, Dr. Masaru Emoto found that the most beautiful structure is also with the feeling, intention, love, and gratitude combined. And the exact opposite, hatred, a feeling of like he wrote, like you disgust me, and immediately he could see the effect on the frozen water molecule, how chaotic it becomes. So in this book, Living Water, he really emphasizes on love and gratitude, and he emphasizes even more on gratitude because love is something more active, giving, gratitude is more receiving, and gratitude is also something to be humble, making one humble to be grateful for the things that one have. And he also emphasizes that love can be also personal love, like a family, a person loves his family, but excluding others, which means he's going to increase his wealth, he's going to not respect to the nature. He's loving his family, but of course he's not respecting the nature unless his love becomes so universal. It's only half part of the story. So gratitude, love and gratitude is the combination that he found the best when water is in its perfect state with its amazing crystals. So he wrote these words, love and gratitude. And remember, every word that you speak, every word that you write is carrying an energy. So this is a complete a new way of seeing things. And so here, love and gratitude that he's emphasizing on. And then he took some more photos with eternal, so like infinity. You see how beautiful the pictures are, and peace, also a different kind of pattern. So every time there is a different pattern, and there is on the right, thank you. Again, a beautiful picture emerges. And when he writes the word evil, you see how the colors have changed and there is no certain pattern, and again everything is chaotic. So again he emphasizes of course the universe is a combination of chaos and order, and the natural universal law is always going towards order, even in the chaos. So whenever he uses the intentions of according to the nature, everything is so in order, so perfect. And I will of course share later. There are also others who did independently of Dr. Masaru Emoto. I will send the link later in our group. They came to the same conclusion. Of course, the observer affects as well. Again, we in like similar to quantum mechanics, sometimes observer who is the one doing the measurement affects the experiment as well, because it's your consciousness and your thoughts are affecting the water. So what does this mean to all of us is that our intentions and thoughts are creating a big impact on the surroundings, and this is one of the proof that water is recording all our feelings and intentions. So if you say something to water, even if you are just thinking, water is recording it, which you can see in this case through microscopes. But of course, as I shared yesterday, sometimes if we cannot prove it in the lab, if we cannot prove it with the five senses, we ourselves are the instruments. When you go into that meditative state, when you go into that state of harmony, you will feel how or what the water is saying to you. So that's why I said to you first, we meditate with the water, we express our love and gratitude to the water, and then we drink the water to see how it, to feel how it tastes. So you can experiment by yourself by using different words on water and see how you feel. Sometimes you are the instrument. And imagine if when the water is creating such effect on crystals when it is frozen, imagine what can it do to your own body. So whenever you are feeling down, whenever you're feeling very let's say in a negative spiral, how does it feel? How does it recorded? How is it recorded in your own body? And when you feel elevated, when you feel positive, how does it feel in your own body? So these are the things, friends, like we can really, really take and use from this amazing, amazing knowledge. It's amazing. Also, after seeing all of these, such beautiful images, and we see water in a complete different light. Like even the tap water, what we have, which is heavily influenced by our industry. So being like, be it chlorine or be it other calcium sulfate. But in the end, with your thoughts alone, you can bring the water back to its normal state. So this is also experimented by Dr. Masaru Emoto, where he took a very polluted water from the dam, and he let a great spiritual master chanting Buddhist mantras, and then the water immediately started. Of course, it took some time, but once this is done after the chanting, the water becomes very beautiful molecules. So this you can see in Dr. Masaru Emoto's website, and when you read the book Living Water, you will also learn about this. Also, there is a theory that water is not even from this earth. No other planet has liquid water. Of course, Mars was found to be some with some deposits of ice, but Earth is fully fully with water. And some trillion of years ago, it was said that water came to Earth through a comet. So water is even coming from the outer space as a gift to Earth. Water is, imagine, for a moment, water is traveling through space, and life started in water. So today we might not realize the importance of water, but with this knowledge, you see water is traveling from outer space, from the oceans, being vaporized by the sun, going into the atmosphere, coming back like rain, going into the underground again, with bringing all the valuable minerals back to the earth through springs. So once you see the complete cycle of water, we can't really think other than respect and deep gratitude for this water. So, yes, friends, with that, I would like to end our session here. Our next stop is in the next month. I would like to introduce another great researcher, inventor, scientist who is not very well known, Victor Schauberger, who is who dedicated his life to water and learning from nature. So, yes, friends, with that, I would like to stop my sharing